This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Enjoy the action and excitement of NCAA Division II athletics at Augustana.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of Augustana Sportscene. I'm Bill Gross, Director of Athletics at Augustana College. On this week's show, we're going to look at some exciting action as we fire up our Augustana Sports Update. We'll also talk Augie football with Coach Mike Aldrich, and we'll have features with senior linebacker Ryan Isaacson, and with Augustana's NSIC individual cross-country champions Tom Carbo and Roona Faulk. And we'll take a look at what's ahead on the Augustana Sports calendar for this week. It's going to be a good show, so let's get the action rolling. Here comes Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Augustana Sports Update is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Last Saturday afternoon, Coach Mike Aldrich's Augustana football team closed out the regular season with an impressive 32-0 victory over Upper Iowa at Kirkaby Over Stadium. The Vikings finished the season at 10-1 overall, including a 9-1 mark in NSIC play. The Augustana defense shined in the win as they picked up their third shutout of the season. Ryan Isaacson anchored a powerful Viking defensive attack, tying a career high with 13 tackles and returning an interception 25 yards for a touchdown. Chris Janish added 12 stops, and Zach Callis also had an interception. The Augustana defense dominated Upper Iowa as they held the Peacocks to just 111 yards of total offense. On offense, the Vikings scored on a 16-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Schulte to Sam Holson, a 1-yard run by Joe Clark, and a 37-yard field goal by Drew Behrens. The Vikings' other scores came on a safety and on a 70-yard kickoff return by Jordan Marshall. Quarterback Tyler Schulte completed 10 of 22 passes for 115 yards. Sam Holson snagged 5 passes for 44 yards, while Eric Ellingworth had 4 catches for 61 yards. Joe Clark rushed for 116 yards on 21 carries, with Nate Mahone carrying the ball 11 times for 66 yards. In men's basketball, Coach Tom Billiter's team played an exhibition game in front of nearly 12,000 fans at the University of Arizona. The Vikings fell 70-59, but stayed with the Pac-10 Wildcats all the way. Cameron McCaffrey scored a game-high 20 points, hitting 4 three-pointers and going 7 for 11 from the floor. Cody Schilling added 12 points. Then last Saturday night, the Vikings picked up their first win of the regular season as they battled past Jamestown College 75-65 at the Elman Center. Cameron McCaffrey again led the Vikings with 20 points, with Cody Schilling adding 13. Derek DeZayal led Augustana on the boards with 6 rebounds. In volleyball, Coach Ashley Buckley's team dropped a hard-fought 3-2 match against nationally ranked Wayne State in Wayne, Nebraska. It was Augustana's final match of the season. The Vikings, who finished 10-10 in the NSIC, got 17 kills from Lindsey Peterson and Taylor Herlichka, along with 13 from Holly Halfmeyer. Danny Haley had 56 assists, and Grace Sanders led Augustana with 26 digs. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana football with Coach Mike Aldrich. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, by Schoenemann's, your trusted building center since 1888, and by Midco Communications, part of your community.
At Schoenemann's, our staff's expertise goes far beyond hardware. In fact, we know just how important your home is to you and are committed to making every project a success. So, whether you're just adding some color to your life or adding on for your growing family, Schoenemann's can help. Sure, we know you can pick up nails just about anywhere, but when it's expert advice you need, you'll find it only at Schoenemann's.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
We've all known them. The teachers who inspire, the ones who can make concepts spring to life and words leap off the page, the ones who could light up a classroom. We've all known teachers like that. The amazing thing is that so many of them teach at Augustana.
A message from the Better Bundle Bureau. Bundled blunders. They're on the rise as more people get blunderized by the supposed savings. However, in head-to-head tests, most bundles burst, leaving customers shortchanged and under-entertained. But not the $79 Theater DVR Suite and MidcoNet Preferred Broadband Bundle. Lightning-fast MidcoNet Broadband and digital cable chock full of freebies. Get the $79 Theater DVR Suite and MidcoNet Preferred Broadband Bundle and avoid the bundle blunder.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
The Augustana Football Report is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Joining me now is Augustana head football coach Mike Aldrich. Well, Mike, we're right after the game here at Kirkaby Over Stadium. The Vikings with a huge 32-0 victory over Upper Iowa, finishing the season 10-1. The playoffs looming, but it was a huge win today, Coach.
It was. It wasn't pretty at some points, but we knew that when you put a All-American wide receiver at quarterback, you're going to get some good things and some bad things. We ran the ball well. I think we offensively tried to do maybe a little too much early, which caused us to struggle a little bit. But our defense played so great today that we got an interception for a touchdown. We had a safety. We gave enough breathing room for our offense just to get back to the basics, and they just started that second half. They just pounded the ball, and were able to increase the lead, but get that breathing room. And then, this was the fastest football game I've been a part of for college football. It was an hour and a half long. But it was great. It was in and out, not really any major injuries, and puts us in good position to watch that selection show tomorrow.
Yeah, you bet. Let's take the game a little bit deeper here. You mentioned a few things, but let's start. You got to start with defense. It's our third shutout of the season, which I don't know if you know this, but we've had a lot of firsts since 1942. This is another first. First time we've shut out 3 teams in a year since 1942, and the defense, Mike, was outstanding.
Well, I thought they played really well. I think they felt bad, and they were a little disappointed with our performance last week. We didn't play as well as we should have or could have. And they knew that let's just go out and be aggressive and play our style. Don't worry about any implications of whether we win or lose. Let's just go out and be a dominant defense. And I remind them, I said, if you look at the stats, we're the top defense in this league, and we have a chance to go out and prove it again. And they did a great job. I think they had 111 yards of offense or something crazy like that. So they did a great job and gave the offense enough opportunity to win the football game.
Okay, let's go to offense.
And offensively, I think it was a good decision to go with Tyler at quarterback. He gave us our best chance to win today, and I think he'll, if depending on what our playoff picture looks like, he's going to give us our best chance in the next level in the next round. So it was a good experience for him. Eric Ellingworth made a couple great catches. Joe Clark had over 100 yards rushing. I know that for sure. I'm not sure what Nate Mahone ended up with, but he ran really well. So it was just good to get that running game, and that's probably why you see that the game was so quick, was because we were able to run the ball and get out of the game.
Okay, special teams.
Special teams, we Drew kicked, and when he punted okay at first, and then all of a sudden we went to the rugby punt, and he seemed much more comfortable. He really boomed the ball and had some great punts and pinned him in deep, and then he hit that nice long field goal at the end of the game. And I thought special teams weren't necessarily a difference maker, but they were definitely a factor.
Yeah, well, it was a super victory for the Vikings. We really can't talk too much about who we're going to play here because we don't know. We're filming this right after the game. We'll find out tomorrow. Likely we think we'll play in 2 weeks on November 27th. And I think as we look at that, Mike, and even though we don't know for sure, it sure would be nice to have the guys have a chance to rest up a little bit.
Well, it'd definitely be nice to have a week off to give the guys a chance to bounce back, but it's also nice to let 2 other teams beat on each other before we have a chance to play them, and we're a little bit more fresh. So if that's the case, then we're excited for it. If not, we have to play next week. None of us have been in the playoffs before, so that's fine with us too. We're just glad to hopefully be at the table, and we're ready to eat. So.
Well, it's been a wonderful season here, and your first one at Augie, Mike, as the head coach. Just your thoughts on the team and 10-1 record.
Well, that's what I told them after the game. We do a quick prayer session, and then it's one of those things as the guys were kind of filtering. I kept feeling myself taking those deep breaths and those sighs, and that's what basically what I told them was, we can all take a deep breath now. We finished 10-1, which is great. There's not many teams in the country that even finish that way, and now we got a chance to go and play again in another season in the postseason. So I thought it was a great regular season. We have great senior leadership, and that's really where it all stems from. And then we've got some great young guys that are filling those voids and are following what those seniors are leading. So it's been a special year, and I know our guys they've had their eyes on the end product for a long time, and they know we're still a long ways away from there.
Well, it has been a super season. Congratulations to your players, your coaching staff, and in particular you. First year, man, head coach, 10-1. Take it. Good luck in the playoffs.
Good. Thank you.
Uber fan here, check this out. I'm on campus, right? And I overhear this dude say the games are gonna be on TV now! A new network, Midco Sportsnet. All local sports, all the time! Every matchup, every rivalry, and I'm like, yeah, baby! I'm fist pumping him, I'm chest bumping him, might have kissed him on the lips. Anyway, every local game that matters only on Mid-Continent. It's totally awesome! Because I really can't go on campus for a while. Midco Sportsnet, coming at you live!
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during Sign Then Drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I had one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign Then Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here, the new Sanford Health.
You may have met one. The teachers who challenge. The ones who motivate. The ones who can fire imagination. The ones, in short, that you'll find at Augustana. Now, maybe you don't believe that one college could have so many great professors. If so, you're in for an education. Augustana.
Joining me now is Augustana senior Ryan Isaacson. Ryan, great to have you on Augustana Sportscene. A lot to talk about today, but we're going to begin back with the decision. Great high school career at O'Gorman. Why'd you pick Augie?
Many reasons. Close to home. My mom liked Brad Salem. He recruited me. He's a good recruiter. Chris Janish, Tyler Schulte, those guys coming in from the Sioux Falls area. I was good friends with them in high school, played with Ty and played against Janish. Right. And just felt like it was home. Yeah, well, we're glad you came, and we're having a great season this year. We're right after the game here at Kirkby Over Stadium, where the Vikings beat Upper Iowa 32-0. What'd you think of the game, Ryan? I thought it was fun. It was a great game. The wind died down, and that was perfect, and it was just perfect football weather. Yeah, well, you've had some big plays for the Vikings, and a big one today. Big interception and a return for a touchdown. Talk about that, baby. We were in a 3 hot, so I was dropping flat, and then for some reason the quarterback just lobbed it over to me, and when I caught it, came down, and there was about 5 old linemen, I think, were coming at me, and I decided, I better cut all the way back across the field. So I had to run about 75 yards to just get 6 points, but it was... Yeah, 75-yard run for a 25-yard touchdown, but it was exciting, and it was a big play for the Vikings because it put us up 13-0 in the second quarter. Well, obviously, Ryan, the playoffs are looming ahead. We've been having a super year at 10-1. How far do you think this team can go? I think we can go all the way. There's no doubt in my mind. If we come out and play, we can go all the way. where we've struggled, is not coming out right away in the game, and then we got to pick ourselves up. But I mean, if we come out firing, I don't think there's any stopping us.
Yeah, we've got a great group of players led by a great group of seniors. Ryan's a part of that group, and I agree with him. I think the sky's the limit for us. Well, let's change gears a little bit. What's your major, Ryan, and what do you want to do?
My major is sports management, business communication. What I hope to do is get in some medical sales like orthopedics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a pretty fun route to go.
You bet.
So hopefully I can get a job doing that. I mean, if not, wherever I can get a job, I'll get one.
Yeah, you'll get a good one because you got a good degree from Augie, and you're a good guy, one of our good ones. To finish things up here, last question. Been around Augie now. You redshirted, right?
Redshirted,
okay,
5 years
so it's
now.
been 5 years around here. You're old, tired, not done with football yet, but reflect on the days at Augie. What's the experience been like?
It's been great. I mean, my family's close here, and be able to go home and spend time with my mom anytime I wanted. But the Augie community is, they've treated me well. I mean, from the teachers to other athletes to just other students. I mean, everyone really kind of joins as one big family here at Augie, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, and it's been a blast having you, and we got more blasts coming from you as you're going to go after some guys and knock them down. So good luck to you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Up next, Augie Sports Focus. Stay with us.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here. The new Sanford Health.
And now, an amazing discovery from the Better Bundle Bureau. E equals MC squared. Entertainment equals Mid-Continent Communications Duo. Specifically, the $79 Theater DVR Suite and MidcoNet Preferred Broadband Bundle. This entertainment equation combines the fastest MidcoNet broadband, free HD, on-demand, and over 200 channels of touchdowns, home makeovers, and pampered pooches. The Theater DVR Suite and MidcoNet Preferred Broadband Bundle. A formula for fun.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness. I like balance.
That's why I chose it.
I chose Division II.
At Schoenemann's, our staff's expertise goes far beyond hardware. In fact, we know just how important your home is to you and are committed to making every project a success. So, whether you're just adding some color to your life or adding on for your growing family, Schoenemann's can help. Sure, we know you can pick up nails just about anywhere, but when it's expert advice you need, you'll find it only at Schoenemann's.
You can always do it right with Schoenemann's.
Augustana Sports Focus is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Joining me now is outstanding Augustana cross-country runner Tom Carbo. Tom, we got a few things to talk about today, but before we begin, an interesting story behind Tom. He's originally from Norway, so I think first the folks out there would like to find out, how does a guy from Norway get to Augustana College?
I started with the head coach, Tracy. He is recruiting in Norway every year, so I was with him 3 years before I came to Augustana. So then I got to know about Augustana, and it sounded interesting. So
here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Norwegian heritage at Augustana. Great to have you here, Tom. And you have had a great cross-country career. Last Saturday down in Wayne, Nebraska, Tom led the Augustana men to the NSIC championship as he won the race, the men's race. So we're going to back up here, Tom, and let you kind of relive that for us. Talk about how you ran that race.
I started out a bit controlled. I wasn't quite sure on my shape because I raced 2 weeks ago and it was a bad race. So I didn't think I was able to be in the top 3. But I felt better and better after longer in the race. So it felt great. And the last 3 kilometers I felt really strong and tried to catch the guy in front. And the last kilometer I just tried to drop him.
Yeah, and you really ran a great race, as did the Augustana team. We finished right behind Tom in a number of the spots. Talk about the men's team.
Yeah, it was really exciting. In the middle of the race, we were a line of 4 or 5 runners, just Augie runners in front. So it was just really good team effort. We had 5 in the top 6. That's really good.
Yeah, so a resounding NSIC championship for the Augie men. Tom, I'm sure folks out there would be interested in what your major is and maybe what you want to do someday.
I changed my major to economics this year, so I have 1 more year here at Augie, and then I'll go back to Norway to school. I'll probably go take grad school in Norway, and then start working in something in economics.
Well, what's it been like to be at Augustana in Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
It's nice. The school is much more busy than in Norway, so it's time consuming, but I like the campus and the people here, so I enjoy it, especially the running too. It's a good team. In Norway we don't have a big team, so it's really exciting to be part of a team.
Yeah, and we've been excited to have you here. We got more cross country to go. It's the regional championships in Wayne that Tom and the team will be in this coming Saturday. Tom, thanks for being with us. Good luck.
Thanks.
With me now is outstanding Augustana women's cross country runner Roona Faulk. Roona, it's great to have you with us on Augustana Sportscene. Roona ran to the NSIC championship last Saturday down in Wayne, Nebraska. We're going to come back and talk about that in a minute. But to begin with here, Roona, how does a lady from Norway get to Augustana College?
I got this call from the head coach, Tracy Hellman, a couple years ago, and he offered me a scholarship and education, and yeah.
Here you are.
Yep.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, let's go to the race down at Wayne. I was down there and along with a lot of others cheering on the Vikings, but I've watched quite a few cross-country races, Roona, but that was a fun one. You were running against the lady from Duluth who'd been the conference champion, outstanding. She led, and then you kind of came on strong. Talk about the race.
It was pretty hard. I struggled a lot. Well, the last 2 kilometers, that was really, I wasn't sure if I could do it right there, but in the end I just put in the last gear and
and there you went. Let's say she kicked it into overdrive and took off. It was quite a finish and tremendous accomplishment. Congratulations. Also, the team claimed the NSIC championship. Talk about the team.
Yeah, the team is pretty great. We have a good chemistry, and we back each other up all the time, and it works very well.
Yeah. Well, folks out there, I'm sure, are interested in your major and what you might want to do someday.
I study government and international affairs right now, and thinking about law school probably back in Norway or we'll
Wonderful.
see.
Yeah. Okay. And last question here. How's the adjustment been coming to the United States and being at Augustana in Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
It's great. Be a part of the team and really try something new and different. In many ways.
Yeah. Well, it's been wonderful. It's wonderful to have you here. You've got the championship race in the regional coming up here next Saturday down in Wayne. So thanks for being with us, Roona, and good luck.
Thanks.
The Augustana Sports Calendar is next. We'll be right back.
They're not that easy to come by. The teachers who engage us. The truly gifted ones. The ones whose words stay with us for days or even years. The odds are you'll only know a few of them. Unless you go to Augustana. Then your chances are greatly improved. Augustana.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
This new Jetta is awesome. Yeah. Right now during Sign Then Drive, you can take home a Volkswagen for just your signature.
Really? That's great.
Yeah. Plus it includes scheduled carefree maintenance.
Huh.
Light screen. There you go. Oh, you need a pen. I had one here just a second ago. Who would take my pen?
It's amazing what you can do with a pen. Sign Then Drive is back. For a limited time, get any 2011 Volkswagen for practically just your signature.
We call it the pioneer spirit. Always pushing a little farther. Always seeking something better. Today's pioneers still have it. We're creating something new. Something that will transform lives worldwide, that will redefine healthcare. We're doing it for you, with you. The pioneer spirit still lives, right here, in the new Sanford Health.
The Augustana Sports Calendar is brought to you by Sanford Health.
Let's take a look at the Augustana Sports Calendar for this week. Saturday, November 20th, women's basketball has a home game with Gustavus, 3 o'clock at the Elman Center. Men's and women's cross country competes in the NCAA Regional in Wayne, Nebraska. Wrestling is at the UNO Open in Omaha, and it's the first round of the NCAA Division II football playoffs. Monday, November 22nd, it's the Augustana Coaches Show on ESPN 99.1 at 5 o'clock. Tuesday, November 23rd, women's basketball hits the road for their trip to Puerto Rico with their first game against the University of Sacred Heart. Wednesday, November 24th, it's a wrestling basketball doubleheader at the Elman Center. The wrestlers take on Augsburg College at 6 o'clock, followed by the men in basketball against Valley City at 8 p.m. Wednesday and Thursday, November 24-25, we'll have Augustana Sportscene here again at the same time on this channel. And remember, for radio coverage of Augustana football and men's basketball, you can hear the Vikings on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide on the web at KIKN.com. And the Augustana women's basketball games can be heard on KXRB AM 1000 and worldwide on the web at KXRB.com. And for complete information on Augustana athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again next Wednesday or Thursday on this channel for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. Have a great week, everybody.
You've been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on NCAA Division II athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.